The introduction to the Gorosei's knowledge is crucial in setting the stage for understanding their enigmatic position within the broader context of the Elders' agenda. The Gorosei, often referred to as the Five Elders, are the highest-ranking celestial authorities within the One Piece universe, acting as the world government's supreme leaders. Their role is shrouded in mystery, giving rise to many questions about the extent and limits of their knowledge. Understanding what the Gorosei know, or potentially choose to remain ignorant of, is central to deciphering their influence and decision-making processes. The significance of exploring the Gorosei's knowledge lies in appreciating how their understanding, or lack thereof, shapes the world's political dynamics. By wielding vast authority, their insights, misunderstandings, or blind spots can have far-reaching consequences for nations and individuals alike. This aligns with the main topic as it frames the central debate. Do they possess comprehensive knowledge, or are they selectively informed to maintain control? In examining real-world parallels, consider clandestine groups purported to influence global events, like the Illuminati or high-level government advisory councils. These bodies, whether real or mythical, are often rumored to possess hidden knowledge that informs their actions. In another example, consider tech conglomerate executive boards, where highly classified information regarding future products and company strategy is confined to select individuals, affecting markets worldwide. Supporters of the idea that the Gorosei are omniscient argue that their longevity and position suggest they have access to historical and contemporaneous data unrivaled by others, allowing them to maintain peace and order effectively. Conversely, critics argue that their decisions sometimes appear flawed or misinformed, suggesting limits to their knowledge or possible manipulation by other entities within the government. Challenges to this concept include the potential for decentralized knowledge, where their understanding might be fragmented or skewed, influenced by internal biases or misinformation. Moreover, alternative viewpoints suggest that the perception of their omniscience could be a carefully constructed facade to uphold their authority. The Gorosei's knowledge significantly influences other aspects of their agenda, as decisions made from incomplete or biased data can lead to unforeseen repercussions, both internally and globally. Their understanding not only affects their direct governance actions but also perpetuates the ongoing power dynamics between the ruling elites and the broader world, underscoring the intricacies and possible vulnerabilities within even the most seemingly impenetrable walls of power. The role and influence of the Gorosei revolves around a powerful group within the fictional world of One Piece, serving as the highest authority in the world government. These five elder statesmen, known as the Gorosei, ostensibly have access to the world's most profound secrets and wield immense political clout. The concept of the Gorosei is crucial in understanding the broader narrative of power dynamics and hidden truths within the series. Their role underscores a central question. Do they truly know everything, or is their influence a carefully maintained illusion? The Gorosei's significance lies in their enigmatic presence and the control they exert over the world's political and military activities. They are depicted as the ultimate decision-makers, capable of dictating actions that affect entire nations and peoples. For instance, their influence is seen when they order the eradication of the Ohara scholars, demonstrating their willingness to suppress knowledge that threatens their authority. Additionally, their involvement in covering up the history of the Void Century highlights their role in shaping global narratives to maintain power, thereby emphasizing their gatekeeping of knowledge and truth. Opinions on the Gorosei's influence vary, with some viewers of One Piece seeing them as necessary custodians of order, while others view their secrecy and draconian measures as emblematic of tyranny and a hindrance to true freedom. Critics of the Gorosei argue that their tight grip on historical truths fuels ignorance and oppression, hindering the evolution of societies under their control. Conversely, supporters might argue that the Gorosei maintain global stability, even if their methods are controversial. However, the Gorosei's omnipotence is not without challenges and controversies. There is the potential for internal dissent or hidden agendas within their ranks, suggesting vulnerabilities. Their secretive nature invites skepticism and fuels conspiracy theories among the populace, questioning whether any ruling body should possess such unchecked power. Alternative viewpoints suggest that real power might lie elsewhere, such as with the ancient weapons or the will of the D. The Gorosei's overarching influence is integral to the central theme of the Elders' agenda. Do the Gorosei know everything, as it connects to issues of knowledge suppression, the manipulation of history, and the control of world order. Their actions ripple through all facets of the main topic, affecting other powers, societal values, and the struggle for truth. The true extent of their knowledge and influence invites audiences to ponder the implications of centralized authority and the costs of maintaining such dominion over information. The concept of the information network of the Gorosei refers to the vast and intricate system through which the Gorosei, the five elders in the world of One Piece, gather, process, and utilize information. This network is essential to understanding their omniscient perception within the narrative, as it represents their ability to maintain dominion over global affairs. The Gorosei's information network encompasses intelligence gathered from various sources, including the cipher pole, spies, and surveillance technology, allowing them to access both broad and minute details about the world. This network is fundamental to their portrayal as omniscient rulers who make decisions that impact the world's balance of power. Significantly, the Gorosei's information network underscores the scope of their influence and the illusion of their all-knowing status. This point is crucial to the overarching theme as it raises questions about governance, secrecy, and the extent of control held by a select few. In narrative terms, it fuels the mystery and tension around the Gorosei's capacity to foresee and manipulate pivotal events, thereby positioning them as formidable forces opposing the protagonist's journey. In the context of real-world parallels, this network can be likened to intelligence agencies like the CIA or MI6, which serve similar roles in gathering confidential information and executing clandestine operations to protect their respective nations' interests. Another example is the extensive use of digital surveillance seen in modern governments to monitor, predict, and counteract potential threats, highlighting the thin line between security and invasion of privacy. Supporters argue that such centralization of information is necessary for maintaining order and preempting chaos, allowing leaders to make informed decisions that keep societies safe. However, there are significant controversies surrounding this concept, especially concerning privacy, misuse of power, and ethical governance. Critics claim that such concentration of knowledge enables abuses of power, infringes on individual freedoms, and leads to decision-making that serves elite interests rather than the public good. This information network connects deeply with other elements of the Gorosei's agenda, particularly their strategies for control and conflict management. It influences their alliances, decisions around political manipulation, and even their interactions with key global players. Overall, the Gorosei's information network epitomizes the delicate balance between knowledge and power, secrecy and transparency, echoing larger questions about authority and moral responsibility within and beyond the world of One Piece. The limitations of knowledge and perception explore the boundaries within which even the most informed entities operate. This concept is paramount when questioning whether the Gorosei, the five elder stars in the world of One Piece, possess omniscient capabilities. While they wield substantial power and insight, their knowledge and perception are not without constraints. Comprehending these limitations is crucial to understanding the depth and scope of influence held by such formidable figures. One of the core arguments for this is the inherent nature of knowledge. It is both accumulated and constrained by the available information and cognitive biases. No matter how comprehensive one's understanding might appear, it is ultimately shaped by the information to which they have access. These limitations manifest through two examples. First, consider intelligence agencies in the real world. Despite their access to sophisticated technology and vast networks, they cannot predict every threat or outcome with certainty. The second example is scientific paradigms. Until new data disproves existing theories, scientists operate under potentially flawed assumptions. Both scenarios underscore the essential caveat that knowledge, even at its peak, is never complete. Advocates of this idea argue that acknowledging the boundaries of knowledge can foster humility and openness to new perspectives. This viewpoint encourages continuous learning and adaptability, preventing the arrogance that often leads to critical oversights. However, this concept is not without controversy. Some argue that acknowledging these limitations might lead to skepticism or distrust in authority figures, potentially undermining their stature. Additionally, there is the challenge of when and how to reevaluate and update one's knowledge base, especially amidst the deluge of information in the digital age. Despite these challenges, understanding the limitations of the Gorosei's knowledge in the One Piece universe invites a more nuanced view of their role and decisions. It emphasizes their reliance on subordinates, spies, and other information networks, highlighting their dependency on the dynamics of power and control they exercise. This perspective also invites speculation about their decision-making processes, errors, and the potential for future shifts in power. Ultimately, the limitations of knowledge and perception not only illustrate the fallibility of even the most formidable figures, but also enhance our understanding of the intricate web of power, responsibility, and uncertainty that governs the world influenced by the Gorosei.